Hey guys, this is Donna Jones for Spotlight TV, and I'm very excited and happy to be sitting with Walter Mosley, the man behind such names as Amber Rose, Blac, Chyna, and Tory Bricks. Talks candidly about working with Amber and building her into a household name, and being one of the driving forces behind Blac Chyna's brand, being a manager, and taking these ladies from social influencers to megastar. First, I just want to say congratulations on all your accomplishments
Thank
and
you.
creating a new avenue for Blac entertainment.
Sure, thank you.
So, do you believe you're living your true purpose?
I do. I think it took me some time to find it. And it took me some time not only I probably found it and then to accept it, right?
Yeah.
Because I started with you earlier in saying there wasn't such a thing as a social influencer, social celebrity,
Right.
and so I didn't really know what I was doing, what I was creating, and so I did it in the dark.
Wow.
Right? I did it as like I'm a lawyer, and then I have this little side thing.
Right.
Now, more people know me as the manager and producer of Amber, and the manager and producer of Blac Chyna, the manager and producer of Tory Bricks, and the other women that I work with, and men.
Right.
More so than the fact that I'm all their lawyers, and they're
Right.
part of like my client roster.
Right.
And accepting that, appreciating that, and just being excited about that.
Right.
And accepting that you're good at it. That's
What do you want?
what I want.
Yeah.
This probably sounds very corny. I actually want my mom to be proud.
Yeah.
Like that, when I can bring my mom, like my mom just did Dancing with the Stars last week, like those moments where she's talking to her church friends and she's like FaceTiming them in the theater, like that's like
Wow.
that's what I want. Like that fulfills me in a way that makes it all worth it. I mean, for me, that's it. I don't know if every kid feels that way, but your parents do right by you. They raise you, and you want to make proud of them, and like.
Your mom's, is she proud of you?
I'm sorry?
Is your mom proud?
For sure. No, she's more than proud of me. Like she tells me every day.
Wow.
But you like to provide those unique experiences for your family.
You're accomplishing so much by leaps and bounds, and it's just absolutely amazing because, like you said, you're creating new avenues. You're producing. You're opening up avenues for people that may not have had that before. Do you feel like I guess, what do you feel like is there one thing that you need to know for this to happen? Like, what's the one thing you would say, like, this was super important in creating all this for yourself?
Reading.
Okay.
I think there's a lot of different ways to quote read, but I think reading and being a constant learner, right? Because what I'm doing right now wasn't a thing before.
Right.
So like I had to learn something new. I had to be paying attention and like digging in and like being receptive to understand something. And I think that reading usually is a lot of our gateways to that because it opens up your mind and gets you to think and process information differently.
Right.
So being an avid reader, reading a lot, I mean, I've had great mentors that suggested great books.
Wow.
But that would be, I would say, and also, I guess unfairly, or specifically to me, I read a lot because I read contracts all day too.
Right.
So I'm always constantly reading, but I think that is like learning, being a student of life, student of what you're doing is probably the most important.
Because people put their livelihood in your hands. They put, that trust in you that when the contract does come across the table, that you're going to, one, have their best interests at heart, that you're not going to rob them, that you're not going to do anything crazy that you're going to contractually, obligate them to, that later on, it's going to blow up. Like, that's a lot of responsibility.
Yes, that's correct.
How do you handle that? Like, do you actively think about that every time you go into a contract, go into a deal, go into a negotiation?
Sure. I think
It's kind of having morals.
Sure, yeah, you have morals. And I think you negotiate everything like it's yours, like it's for
Right.
you, right? So if this was my contract, what would I want it to say?
Right.
Right? Where would I need this to be? And I think it's my job to get get this deal to the best possible place that it can be, that the other side's willing to give.
Right.
And then it's your job as the client to decide whether that's good enough for you.
Right.
Right? But I've done my job if I've maximized the opportunity as the other side may present it. Right? And when I know I've hit that space, when I know I've like asked for enough and I got it all the way there and there's no more to ask for and I've gotten everything, then I've done my job, right? And so now it's like up to you to say, hey, is this good enough for you? And then you can ask me if I think it's good enough for you.
Right.
But that's kind of, I think that's how I try to get to it. That's my like aha when I'm done. Like I've gotten the most out of it.
Right.
So now we just decide if this makes sense for you.
You, like you said, have such an amazing roster of clients. Like you said, Blac, Chyna, Amber Rose. How is it kind of working with them? And not only do you do the contracts, but you're involved in their every day.
Yeah.
And kind of helping them through this whole process. Like how is that, I guess, relationship built through, the show and this and managing their lives and them looking to you for that, reassurance that yes, they're going in the right direction and they're in the public eye and everyone's looking at them. That's definitely a lot of responsibility.
Well, it's a marriage, right? I mean, with your clients,
right?
You vest, you put your lot in with them, particularly when it comes to like management or like services plus, like when I'm more than a lawyer, right?
Right.
I always say I have 3 wives now, but it's and you have a jealous wife. I mean, everyone, like you have to make everyone feel like a priority, right? It's most important. People want to know that you're serious about their business.
Right.
So I approach it. I'm not married, but I approach it as if it was a marriage, as I always see a marriage being.
Right.
So, being accountable, fighting for the best, trying to over communicate.
Right.
Things that I see that work. That's it. But it's what it feels. It feels like I'm married to them, and that feels great. That's not saying like ball and chain.
Right.
It's just I'm so connected, and I have to be in tuned, right? And
That's
so,
true.
I'm not a stylist, but I can look at it. I can look at any of their outfits and identify what's wrong.
Right.
Because I'm in tune and I'm paying attention, right? I know what they like to drink. I know what they like to eat.
Wow.
I know what music to play.
Right.
All the things that a significant other would pay attention to. All over the years, I've paid attention to, and I found this is about putting them in the best place to be able to succeed, to win.
So what's next for you? What do you want to do next?
What do I do
Or
next?
just kind of continue to grow what you're doing now?
Yeah, well, I'm an entertainment entrepreneur, right? So I produce multiple films and television shows, some for my clients and from other people that I don't represent. I created a distribution company with Harry Smith, who's Wilson's brother, that sits over at Sony Pictures. My film producing partner is Don Hale. We created a company named Air Media, put a bunch of TV shows out,
Right.
a bunch of other films. More brand, more like products. I mean, I think that's really it's all about direct to consumer, I think,
Yeah,
now.
definitely.
And
Absolutely.
the social influencer has the ability to really drive and grow so much business.
Because people look for that. They influence what you buy, what you wear, what music you listen to. Definitely it's super important to be able to tap into that is like completely, I think that's definitely going to take it to another level.
Sure. So that's where it is. It's about finding more products to be able to curate that the experience I have with social influencers can drive.
Absolutely.
Right.
Thank you so much. This has absolutely been so amazing. Everything that you're doing has been absolutely amazing. Anything coming up that we should look out for that you and Amber are working on?
Me and Am. So Am's finishing up with Dancing with the Stars.
Okay.
Her talk show starts back up next year, top of the year. Then she's gonna go on tour, 20-city tour. That's something that's never been done, like a social.
I know. I saw that. That's
touring.
awesome.
And so we've created this amazing show. It's so well written.
Okay.
Tori Bricks, who's Amber and a new client, she's gonna open, DJ, and perform for us.
Okay.
And some other guests that we have. We have a new film coming out. We're writing um, producing a TV show with Tim Story, who's a director of Ride Along and all the
Oh,
Kevin
nice.
Hart films that we're excited about putting together, and just acting. Like, now that we're done with the Dancing with the Stars piece, and when she gets off tour, we're really going to concentrate on becoming the movie star. That's kind of like the next space there for
Gotcha.
her. More products. She's the face of an Estee Lauder brand.
Wow.
You know, Flirt Cosmetics. You know, we have a huge deal at Beats, a huge deal at Reebok,
Right.
and like, we're gonna just see more larger brands paying attention. Chyna, as soon as she has her baby, can get back to work. I'll be so happy.
Wow.
But yeah, that's the little sister, and she is the hardest working woman that you know.
Wow.
What she's done with Lash, with her cosmetics line, is just incredible.
Right.
The type
And I
of-
don't feel like they get enough credit
For
for
sure.
that at all, because people see, social media and they see that one aspect, but these are business women that are doing such amazing things.
China has probably a staff of 12 who are packing and shipping products all over the globe.
Wow.
And she actually runs the front computer desk and is monitoring the sales, the flow. She's a marketing whiz kid.
Wow.
She's shooting her own campaigns. She has a 88 Finner clothing store and her color cosmetics. I mean, she is the ultimate hustler, and like, the type of revenue that she was generating before her television show, which is number one show on cable right now,
Yeah.
was incredible. It's just doubled and tripled now. So I think you're going to see next year from her some really amazing things. She's really grown up and just really taken on just being responsible in a different
Right.
way, and I'm very happy about that. And then Tori, we have a big TV show planned for Tori, and
Okay.
and the DJ and the music, and she's everyone's little sister. She's like our greatest accomplishments.
Wow.
And then obviously with Amber, I'll close with Amber. We're gonna do another slut walk.
Okay.
That is our thing, right? It's all about being women focused and
Right.
and respecting and responding and appreciating and loving our women and our sisters, our mothers.
Absolutely.
And so we're gonna do it again next year. I'm trying to get 3 or 4 cities.
Oh, wow. Nice.
The funny thing about Amber is that everyone that works for her is a man,
Really?
and I think she takes a lot of pride in like running a team full of men. And she's our boss and our leader, but like it's the assistants, the security, the lawyer, the day-to-day managers, it's Amber, and then her mother,
Oh, wow.
and then her son. Like, it's just like, but it's the slut walks have been important to us, and
Absolutely.
we're speaking at Harvard next year, Syracuse, UCLA, where she's really being accepted as an activist, and that's been important to her, and then therefore
Absolutely.
important to me.